Russ Meyer, the rural Fellini, serves up a colossal motion picture geared for the young and old alike, the sophisticate and the blue collar. A cinematic smorgasbord of mind-boggling beauty. 6 of the most bountiful women in the world, served up from the lusty table of Russ Meyer. Feast on it. Rated X.
Ich wundere mich mal, ob das Vögeln, das hat, ist wert, das Vögeln, das kriegt.
Exactly. Well,
Exactly. Very nice.
I'm guessing the subtitles were correct, what you were saying.
Not quite, but close enough.
I thought I'd get an expert German on, right. So yes, Rob's here to translate for me tonight.
Hello. Yeah, I couldn't quite make out exactly what he said. It was a little, it's kind of mumbly a little bit. But
yeah. The quality of the picture and everything cracks.
Right.
So, what dirty old men are in the chat? Oh, Rob's in the chat.
I was just letting him know that we're almost ready.
Yes, my fault. Background imaging was causing problems. I was getting distracted. But yeah. Right. Hello, Anthony. Well done. Mike's here.
Hello.
So, yes. The films of Russ Meyer. Now, he's done a lot more than I ever thought. Because I only know the famous ones. The Vixens and Dolls.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Faster Pussycat, Kill. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I guess full-length features like around 20 or so, I guess. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I thought he was just famous late 60s, 70s for doing stuff, but obviously not.
His first his first film, The Amour of Mr. Tease, that was 59, I think. 58 or 59. And then he worked through the 60s until the end of the 70s. And then that was pretty much it. Yeah. He came out of retirement briefly to do Pandora's Peaks, which is absolutely awful. I think that was like 20 years later or something. But he already had like Alzheimer's, had been diagnosed with that by the time Pandora's Peaks came out. So I don't really blame him too much for Pandora's Peaks. Yeah. So his last real film would have been Up, I think.
Up is 76. Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens is 79.
Okay, yeah, that was the last one, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he did a music video, Faster Pussycat, Don't Change That Song.
Yeah.
And another music video in 91 was John Park's Soul Twister. Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But got out of the movie game really after Beyond the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. Yeah.
Yes, because there's Beyond the Valley of the Dolls and Beyond the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. Always confused me which is which.
Right. Yeah. Well, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, that was one of the studio films that he did. That wasn't an independent one. He did that for Fox, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. He was making tons and tons of money on his own, basically, as an independent filmmaker. And then, the studio people are like, hey, we should hire this guy. Because he makes a lot of money.
Yes, he makes cheap films and they make a lot of money. Apart from one, apparently, which I heard him say, Snake, what's it called?
Black Snake, yeah.
Black Snake, yes.
Yeah, that's almost like a blaxploitation film. It's pretty bad. And there were lots of problems with the production and everything. That one didn't work.
Yes. Okay. See, Mike has only seen Up, he thinks. I thought I couldn't remember which one. I thought I'd seen a few, but I watched Faster, Pussycat Kill.
Classic.
Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, Super Vixens, Up, and then Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. But none of them rang a bell, so I don't know which one I'd saw back in the day. There was, I think, Channel 4 here, which is a terrestrial channel, had a season of films.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure which ones they were.
Right.
Because something about them made me think I should watch them.
Yeah, there's something about them. Yes.
Which one was the first one with nudity in? Because the faster one doesn't have any.
The Immoral Mr. T's. That was his first film. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that. Oh, sorry, that's a short in 47. Short. Yes, there you go. Wild Gals of the Naked West.
Yeah, it's a nudie cutie. Yeah.
He did get to put his name in the title, some doesn't he? Like Lorna, Fanny Hill.
Yeah, Russ Meyer's Lorna. Yeah. Yeah.
Up sometimes does, but it's not credited as that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Russ is credited with inventing what's called the nudie cutie, which is a subgenre of sexploitation film. Which is they're stupid comedies, basically. So what happened was before Russ, there was an important Supreme Court decision in the States. There was nudie films in the States before, but there was this one called The Garden of Eden, which was like a nudist camp movie. Which is one of the kinds of nude films that existed before Russ Meyer. And that film got prosecuted for obscenity because it wasn't like a documentary. It was a narrative fiction that took place in a nudist camp. But it actually ended up going to a Supreme Court. I don't remember if it was a state or the federal Supreme Court. The court found in the case that nudity per se is not obscene. And then that court case opened, a little window to allow filmmakers to start putting nudity on film. So then Russ, he made the Immoral Mr. T's that has nudity, but it doesn't have any sexual contact whatsoever. So the story is it's just a guy. He imagines that he sees women naked, and then that's the movie. It's just so it's like women are being their clothes, and it'll be like, blah, 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 and then he sees them naked, like cleaning the countertop at the bar, or going fishing or whatever. And then so it's like the silly comedy with naked people. And it was different from like the nudie films before because I don't know if you ever seen like a nudist camp movie, but most of the people in nudist camp movies are not super attractive, but Russ filled his movies with Playboy models, so he it was like a nudie film with super hot people, and that was it made just tons of money, and invented a new genre of film, which was pretty successful for 3 or 4 years. Then they changed into something else.
So I was saying he's seeing attractive women naked, which is pretty much how all men see attractive.
Right, yeah.
But we see them using our imagination. Under 18s, get out, yes. Adults only tonight, or mature audience. Yes, he was. I do like his cinematography. He was lighting flesh very well.
He's an excellent photographer.
Writer.
Yeah,
he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. And then, he, unlike a lot of people, even later, Russ insisted on full body makeup for the women. So there's no blemishes or pimples or bruises or whatever. Everyone looks perfect, or as perfect as they can. He was just a master photographer. He was a Playboy photographer before he started making movies.
Yeah, served in World War II as well in France.
Also, he was a war photographer. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we'll get on to it about his dislike for Nazis and their leaders.
Yeah.
In one of his films.
Right.
Hello, Roger. So, yes, he got out of the movie industry following his experience because, he was going to make a Sex Pistols movie, wasn't he? Who Killed Barry?
Right.
And he tried to keep up with the Sex Pistols. He used lots of drugs and Mary Millington. Right.
I don't know if he hung out socially with the Pistols much, and I don't think Russ did heroin. I never heard that before. That project didn't really get off the ground for various reasons. Yeah, but Russ did like Steve Jones. He thought he was like cool. He thought Sid Vicious was insane, which that's an accurate assessment.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think that Malcolm really had the money in order to do that movie, and then without the money, then Russ just disappeared.
There we go. So yes, Ian's here. Good evening, art lovers. Yes, this is art. That's how we describe it. He's going to be educated on the final point of classical sculpture and life modeling. Yes, exactly the right place.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Give me Super Vixens any day, says Dr. Impossible. Yes, it's a lovely scenic film. Yes.
Yeah. That movie's a lot of fun. Yeah. And it's got like a amazingly brutal murder scene in it, which is just completely wild. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, there you go. His drug use is mentioned in a great rock and roll swindle, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know if we should trust the great rock and roll swindle as like an accurate source of information. You could read Jimmy McDonough's biography of Russ Meyer. Yeah, this would be much more accurate. It was actually researched by a professional biographer, and I don't think he mentioned any drug use in here.
Yes. Yeah. How many films did Roger Ebert write for him?
Roger wrote, he did like some script consulting on Super Vixens. It was like Roger's idea to use the same girl from the beginning as the final girl.
Right.
But then he wrote, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls and Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. And he might have written Up as well. That might be those three.
Yeah. Because it's really odd to me that he goes on to be that reviewer of films and hates stuff like that in the 70s and 80s, like slasher films with their nudity and stuff like that.
He hated slasher films for the violence, not for the nudity. Roger was always a fan of the sex comedies, even in the 80s. In fact, he complained. I remember his review of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He complained because it was too serious, and he thought the kids should just be able to have fun sex without all of these horrible consequences. So that was like his complaint of like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So Roger was, he liked the comedy stuff. Yeah.
Just bizarre.
He didn't like the murder stuff. Yeah. He didn't really appreciate like special effects, like the gore set pieces and stuff. He had no appreciation for that at all. Yeah.
So he didn't write the bit where he puts dynamite in a woman's legs.
I don't know. That might have been there before.
Well, that is true, Byron. Yes, because it's not. Everyone thinks it's like a comedy, but I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, not really. No, I mean it's got some funny parts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jim's titty radar went off. With suddenly gets to he was a fan of things. Bob Woodward, yes, Wired. Oh dear, yeah, and the film was even worse, wasn't it? Roger Ebert wrote the model line, "This is my happening, and it freaks me out."
Yeah. With what was it? Z-Man, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Is that who says that line in the movie? Yeah.
It's a weird one because that's a problematic film right off the bat.
Right. Yeah.
Although someone might remake it without changing a thing.
Yeah.
But yes. Well, we got some ladies to look at. I'm going to try and keep this as PG as we can. So we've got this website of the Girls of Russ Meyer. So we'll start with. I got a scrolly. So Eve Meyer, who is Mrs. Russ Meyer, or was, unfortunately.
Yeah, for a time. Yeah.
But she was. I think she was a Playboy model, wasn't she?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She modeled for Playboy. Yeah.
There we go. Safe now. 52 to 69. She had the starring role in Even the Handyman. Now, what's that one like?
It's terrible. It's another nudie cutie, so it's a stupid comedy. But There's like almost no nudity in it at all, including no nudity of Eve. So I guess Russ maybe didn't want to shoot his wife that way for the movie. Yeah, it's terrible. Like the whole thing is like a big lead up to a joke, and it's like the stupidest joke like ever. Yeah, it's not worth watching like at all. I mean, Eve, she looks great, like in clothes.
Right.
So, I mean, she does look nice. I mean, she's gorgeous. But yeah, as like a nudie film, it's pretty terrible.
Okay. Let's see. Yes. Dan's here. I mean, yeah, I nearly fell down her cleavage when I was on that side of the screen. She was holding me up. So yeah, Danny's here. Good evening, Danny. Russ Meyer was a lot different than Michael Myers. Yes, he was.
True. Yes.
That is true. So yes. So yeah, they were married 52 to 69, but then she stayed on as his producer.
Right. Yeah.
Until her passing. Because I did see her name pop up a lot.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It doesn't say why they divorced, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think Russ was hard to get along with for lots of reasons. Infidelity was probably one of them.
Well, I was going to say, because, yeah, if you've got your wife as a producer and he's looking at naked ladies all day, very attractive naked ladies all day.
Right. I mean, in the early days of his career, I mean, Russ didn't like use the casting couch, that wasn't like his thing. But later in his career, he did. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Okay, let's find out about Christy Hartberg.
Yeah. She's gorgeous. Small role in Super Vixens. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's she's the poster girl. She's in all the advertising. I thought, she's going to be all the way through this. And then, she's in it for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah. And not topless.
No. I was very disappointed.
I mean, it's hard to complain about Super Vixens because there's so much great toplessness in that movie. I mean, but even so, you're like, oh, come on, why not? Why not her too?
Sorry, don't abuse. Sorry, Double A. Yes, there will be cleavage, just no nips.
Right. Yeah, unless you want to see mine. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can do ours because that's safe apparently. Hairy nips. Yes, which director enjoyed tits more, Russ Meyer or Jim Wynorski?
That's a hard question. Yeah, I don't know. I think Wynorski has made movies without them, and Russ never did. So maybe Russ wins. I mean, Wynorski, I think, also made like some kids' movies and stuff.
Well, yeah, he's done a dog film, hasn't he? Recently, he's done Christmas films. He's done family films. He then goes back to do a nudie film.
Exactly. Then I'll do like some softcore.
Softcore. Then we'll start off adventure with nudity, horrors with nudity, then nudity, nude erotic thrillers. He said every genre. Yeah. Some nudity, except the kids' films, of course.
Right.
I did not know Norman Wisdom did a sex comedy, and it was directed by Menahem Golan. Oh dear. I don't know if I want to watch that or not. But yes, I was very disappointed. Christie's almost naked, but she can't find clothes to fit her.
Yeah.
So let's try this one.
There's Haji. Yeah.
How many has she done?
She was in
Faster Pussycat Kill, I don't know.
Yeah, Motorcycle, and then Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. She's in Super Vixens as the bartender. And she's in one where she plays like this like forest witch. That might be Good Morning and Goodbye.
Right.
Yeah, she was like Russ's best friend.
Okay.
So yeah, she was, and she like did a bunch of like behind the scenes stuff too. She was like the makeup person in a lot of cases. And she was, they were really great friends. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Because I watched them all in 1 week. They've all merged into each other. So she Catwoman in Beyond the Valley of the Dinosaur Dolls. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, she's in that too. Yeah, that's right.
But I guess back Demonoid in 81. But yeah, Double D Avenger in 2001.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah.
Yes, Motorcycle. Exactly.
That's a great movie. Yeah.
Is that? Damn.
I mean, those are my favorite of like the Russ films, are like the ones he did in the black and white ones he did in the 60s. Yeah.
Okay. Because there wasn't much to see in Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, but it was crazy.
No, there's no nudity in that one. It's just great dialogue and like an insane story. Yeah.
Yes, it's insane. It's right.
Yeah.
Especially the ending.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. There's so many like Faster Pussycat has like so many like cool lines. Like I just love listening to the way they talk in that movie. It's just so outrageous.
Yes,
and all of the characters. Yeah, the old man's great. Yeah. Yeah. Stuart Lancaster, that's his name. Yeah.
Yes, the chicken dinner discussion.
Yeah. It's a great dinner scene. Yeah, it's very like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like before Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, and I love Lori Williams, like the blonde in there when she's trying to like seduce like the muscly guy.
Yeah, call him Tarzan. Does she call
him? What do they call him? They call him the vegetable. Is that what they call him?
Yeah, lots of bad names.
Yeah, lots of bad names. Yeah, but yeah, it's hilarious.
We've had issues. Candy Samples had a formidable physique, I seem to remember, striking boobies, and she kept her body in a decent condition even during the sex industry years. Okay. I don't know if she's on this list.
No, she's only in Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens, but in like one scene, like from a distance. Like she's credited as being in the movie, and but it's hard to pick out like who she is.
Yeah, I can't find any information on her. Right. Hey, Tex. Greetings, Texas. Hello. Nice to see you. Everyone loves the ladies. Right. So then we got the other one from
Teresa Tana. Yeah, she's awesome.
I don't know how she kept that top together in the film.
I don't know. Yeah, there's times where you're like, what is is it super glued or like what's going on here?
But they didn't have the strong double-sided sticky tape back then, so it's got to be something industrial because she's fighting and rolling on the floor, running over people, driving fast.
Exactly.
It's all intact.
Yeah,
that's the one. Jack Moran. Did he write others?
Yeah, he wrote. He wrote Pussycat and Good Morning and Goodbye.
Right.
And the third one he wrote was Common Law Cabin.
Okay. Nice.
And they all have great dialogue. Yeah.
Yes, I think that's what he brought to the table, isn't it?
Yeah. He was the best writer that Russ ever worked with. Yeah.
Because was it the motorcycle one is it 3 motorcycle men? And then they did 3 fast driving women in this one as a change.
Right, yeah. It's basically like a gender swapped remake of Motorcycle. Yeah.
And that it is. Oh, there we go. So you got the 3 lovely ladies, and then you got the poor kidnapped girl.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure how she killed the boyfriend, because she was just like pulling his arms back and then he's dead.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Broke his neck or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
She could have suffocated him with him. Anyway,
right. That's how I want to die. Yeah.
Oh, she's in Astro Zombies. That has a great band named after her. Oh, that's nice.
Astro Zombies is horrible.
Named after. Here we go.
Raven, yeah.
Bloody hell.
She's gorgeous, yeah.
Yes. Then Up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can show that poster anymore with that symbol.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
That's isn't that the first 10 minutes someone tied to a bed being
yeah, that one opens with a man named Adolf Schwartz, who looks a lot like a different Adolf that history buffs
an
might
older
be
one,
familiar
yes.
with. Yeah, yeah, and he's being abused willingly by a man in a pilgrim outfit and a bunch of buxom ladies of various races. I'm sure it means something.
It means something. It does. It's a bit more subtle than Mel Brooks's comedies, but
Right.
I couldn't. Yeah, that's him. Hitler.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But everyone gets satisfied in the end. So
right.
But yeah, then luckily we get more of this lady.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot more. Yeah.
I'm guessing because it was the 70s and it was all Bush, they were allowed to show a lot more anyway. Because
I remember in an interview once, Russ said that it couldn't be like too untamed because he said he had trouble sometimes with Kitten because her kitten was completely wild. And he said that the movie, like, people didn't like that. It was too much. Yeah.
Oh, too much.
Yeah. But yeah.
Who wants the job grooming on that step?
Right. Yeah. Some hedge trimmers. Yeah.
Speaking of which, there's
Kitten. Yeah.
Something to do with Christmas, is it? Yeah. Yeah, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ladies at least in this one because now I'm trying to think 6 chicks in search of Chuck, and so is hilariously funny. Yeah, I think he wrote his own quotes on this, didn't he?
But, yeah, probably. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the one with the guy. Yeah, he goes around the. This is the one I watched last night. They're all, like I said, merging into one. Yeah. It's usually an attractive man goes on a journey and meets a lot of women. It's basically some of them.
Yeah, that's Super Vixens. Yeah, the man on a journey meeting lots of women.
Thinks he's been murdered his girlfriend and then he's on the run. And then...
Right, yeah. This one is like Kitten is like frustrated because her man doesn't want to have like PIV sex. He likes the PIA kind of stuff, and that's a problem. So they try various things to convince him, not to go in the back door, So that's like the plot of the movie.
This one's got a plot, apparently.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Roger Ebert wrote it, yeah.
Yeah, the moral of the story is don't leave men with your very attractive big-titted ladies, isn't it? In all the films.
Yeah, especially if you can't satisfy them. Yeah. I mean, that's a common theme in most of Russ films, actually. Like,
yes,
men who can't satisfy their women, they like just deserve every bad thing that happens to them. That's that is a common theme. Yeah.
Yes, because yeah. Who's the guy? The blonde policeman from the other film that goes crazy.
Charles Napier.
Charles Napier, yes. Because I know him from like Silence of the Lambs and stuff like that. And I saw him whatever I saw him in, which one I saw him in. But yeah, crazy.
He's so good. Yeah. He's a great evil villain in Super Vixens. Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. And then he's got a small part in Beyond the Valley as well. I think.
Yeah, he's in there too. Yeah.
Did Wayne Rogers write Astro Zombies? I don't know.
Isn't Astro Zombies a Ted Nichols film?
Aha. I'll have a look at that in a minute.
I don't know.
It's really jarring in a good way to see women without giant lips like you do on every street in England these days. Yes, these were very attractive ladies with not much falseness apart from the makeup, I guess. But yeah.
Well, I mean, in this one, And beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens, the one woman who works in the radio station, yeah, she's like ridiculously enhanced.
Yes, it's not good.
Yeah. I mean, Kitten is enhanced as well, but she was pretty big before, and then at least in this movie, the enhancement was just kind of to complement like kind of what she already had, so it's not super noticeable that there are balloons,
Yeah, I've seen her in other stuff. I'm trying to look it up what I saw.
Yeah, she went bigger later in her career, and then they look
I
bad.
definitely thought she's not as big as I remember.
Yeah.
But now I can't find her beneath. There it is, right. 79. I thought it was earlier than that, right. Kitten. Of course, what's her real name? It's probably something weird, isn't it? Only passed away in 2022, so she hung in there.
Kitten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Saw him taking it off. I watched that the other day. So 86 currently. Then she's in another 40 Hours.
My Tutor is another 80s like teen sex comedy that she's in. And she's pretty big in that one. Yeah.
Trying to think. She has done some proper adult stuff. She's also in the Double D Avenger. Look Out Ooh Zombies. Buford's Beach Bunnies. Fresh Tits of Bel Air. Great. But yeah, she's girl in the movie in another 40 Hours. And The Tomb as a stripper. Might have seen that one. Doing Time. Yeah, so she's done a lot. Yeah, there it is. My Tutor in 83. Airplane 2. Woman in Moral Majority shirt. Oh, she's the bouncy topless woman on the plane in Airplane 1. You don't see her face.
Nice. I haven't seen that in forever. Yeah.
It's a PG with bouncy tits.
Yeah.
Big tilt hookers. Sorry. The Lady in Red as a prostitute. Oh, yeah. And Deep Jaws.
Oh, that's right. The Lady in Red. That's a great movie. I like that one a lot. Yeah.
Not to be confused with The Woman in Red with Kelly LeBrock and Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
As I would.
No, Lady in Red. It's it's like a kind of a crime drama about a woman who kind of escapes from home by hanging out with what is it, like a bank robber or something. It's pretty good.
Danny's saying she was a cat by the time she passed away. Oh, had a lot of work done, did she?
Well, she wasn't a kitten; she was a cat, right? Yeah. she got old, that's right.
I see. Right, Erica Gavin,
right? Yeah.
Just checking what we're seeing here. Yeah, there we go. That's all right. In Vixen.
Yeah. Vixen, right.
How many times? Take a shot every time someone says Vixen in that film.
There's a bunch. Yeah. This was one of Russ's more successful films financially. It just did killer business. And Russ attributed its success to being one of the only films that he did that a lot of women showed up to. So a lot of women went and watched this. They liked liked Eric Gavin's character.
Because I'm not exactly sure. Does her husband know she gets up to stuff, or is she just?
I don't think so. No, he's just oblivious. Yeah, that's.
I'm just going to go fishing with this guy down the river a bit.
Yeah. That's another common theme in Russ movies. The men are morons. The men are morons. The women are aggressive. The bad people are the people that can't satisfy their women. Those are his characters that he works with. Yeah.
Yes. Is this the one with the black character that?
Yeah.
Racial abuse him to get him angry.
Right. Exactly. Right. Yes. Yeah. It's like he's the black guy hiding out in Canada so he doesn't have to get drafted into the Vietnam War. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, then it all kicks off at the end, doesn't it? Because
right. Yeah.
There's so many brunettes in that one. I can't keep up with who's with who.
There's only 2 women in that one. Yeah, it's just Erica Gavin, and then I don't remember the other woman's name. Yeah, but there's just the 2. And they have a girl scene at one point, which is pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Booze does loosen you up for such things.
Right. Yeah.
Not that I know. But yeah, restricted to adults only, an eye production. But yeah, in Technicolor.
Yeah. Oh, this was also the first movie rated X.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because there's X and Triple X, but what's double?
Yeah,
X?
The Triple X came later.
Right.
Yeah. So when the movie industry switched over to the movie rating system in 1968, then the X was supposed to be for adult films, but then they never copyrighted it because the idea was, which is not a bad idea. The idea was you can submit your movie to us for a rating, but if you don't want to go through the submission process because you already know it's an adult movie, you can just put the X on your own. That was like the idea. Like you don't have to go through the MPAA, but we're cool if you just say it's rated X, and you can say it's rated X because it's adults. Police yourself kind of thing. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, but then the porn people are like, oh well, if real movies are X, then we're triple X. So that's and then the X became associated with porn, and then the MPAA decided to change to the NC-17 rating, and then that one they did copyright. So
Danny found the kitten film in the Goodwill. See, I don't know if any of these films were on VHS in the UK or any release, because
I don't know.
Maybe the big ones. His big ones, but some of his other ones are less so.
Yeah. Yeah, in the States, they're on VHS. That's what Russ did for a good portion of his life in the 80s was send out VHS tapes. So if you bought like a VHS of one of his movies in the 80s, it was probably Russ himself that sent it to you.
That'd be cool.
And he just made tons and tons of money doing that, filling out, video store.
Yeah.
They wanted that stuff, and
he's got the master tape. He can just make it as many as he can.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Unfortunately, probably be in real time, wouldn't it? So it would take a lot. Good evening, Josh. Vixen was the first one I ever saw, and in the theater. See,
nice.
Nice. Is that on New York? Right. Who's this? Lorna Maitland. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah. She was something else. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can't read it. Longing, Love, Lust, Life. So I never saw this one. What's this one about? Apart from
so this one is this is the end of the nudie cuties are over at this point, and then the nudie films have switched into darker material, and then these darker nudie films start to be called roughies. So Lorna was one of the early roughies. So the story is she's unsatisfied because her husband, is a Russ Meyer man. He's an idiot who can't satisfy her. And one day she's out, goes skinny dipping in a lake, and then a guy who escapes from prison, he has his way with her, but she actually likes it because finally a guy has some passion and knows what to do, like horizontally. So she kind of falls for this like prison escape guy. And then, that's the drama. That's the story. Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty dark.
Sounds charming. I do remember watching a decent little documentary about Myers made by Channel 4, but I can't remember the name of the series. It was too long ago. Yeah, he's definitely one of those people that comes around every so often. People talk about
there was a British documentary on him. It was what's that guy's name? Jonathan Ross, British guy. on his. He had a show. What was it called? Like the Weird World.
Yeah, incredibly weird show or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And he did a show on Russ Meyer. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think some of it's on YouTube. I didn't. Is it on your extras?
I think us. I don't know if that's. No, I don't think that's on the extras on the DVDs. But I think he is on here somewhere, maybe as an interview or something, because he's a fan.
Yes, I should imagine he is. He's a
man. I
mean,
he's a fan of like exploitation film in general. He's a huge fan of like the kung fu movies and stuff like that too.
Yeah, he took over as the BBC reviewer in the late 90s when Barry Norman left.
Oh, okay.
Who was Barry Norman was our Siskel and Ebert, but just one guy.
Mm-hmm.
He went from the 70s to the 90s.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And then they had guest people. Right, Dolly Reed. Who is this?
Who is that? No, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I would not put her at number 9. There's so many other better choices.
Yeah, there's not any information about her.
Yeah.
Okay. Babette Bardot.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
See the Buxotics. Buxotics. No?
Buxotics, yeah.
They're unbelievably real.
Uh-huh.
Is this true? What's she get? Playboy, Esquire, Life magazine, but they're really revealed in Mondo Topless.
Right. Yeah. That's all that movie is fully revealed stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that one is Russ made a couple of like fake documentaries. That's one of them. And this one is he just hired a bunch of strippers to dance. And then there's like some cool music, and then there's narration of the strippers talking about what it's like to be a stripper. And then that's the movie. And it's just like 90 minutes of like strippers like dancing in various locales and then talking about how hot it is to be a stripper. Like that's the movie.
All completely real, of course, yes.
Yeah, of course.
and this might be the one frame of the film that there's no nudity.
Yeah, that frame is actually that's not from Mondo Topless. That's from Common Law Cabin. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because she was in that as well. Yeah.
That's it. The Incredibly Strange Film Show. Yeah, it's from
that's the one, right? Yeah.
That's the one, yes. Oh, did it play in America? I thought it was a UK only. Right.
Yeah, Ushi. Yeah, she should have been higher. Ushi's a goddess. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Sorry. Distracted. Carry on. Yeah. Oh, no details. What was she in?
Cherry, Harry, and Raquel, and Super Vixens. Yeah, those are the biggest ones for her.
Biggest with Russ, indeed.
Yeah, but she was in like a ton of sexploitation stuff in the 70s.
Let's see. Okay. This one.
Yeah, Sherry Eubank. Yeah, Super Vixens.
Jeez, another one with glue on her clothes.
Right, but yeah, she gets out of her clothes in Super Vixens quite regularly.
God bless her. Right. Yes, indeed. What else has she done? Anything?
I don't know of anything except for Super Vixens.
Oh, yeah. I gotta be careful. I just clicked the link.
Oh yeah, gotta be careful.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, it's all right so far. So yeah. Chesty Anderson, US Navy.
Okay.
That's got a 9.3 rating.
Yeah, maybe like only 3 people have rated it.
That can happen with such a film, yes.
Right, yeah.
Right. Okay, Laurie. There
Laurie Williams, she's
one.
Yeah. She's quite cool. Yeah.
Yes. She looks quite tall as well in the film.
Yeah.
I thought boots aren't too heeled. But
No.
I'm gonna tread carefully. Ooh.
Yeah, but she never got naked in anything. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And she was in Faster Pussycat. She's also in one of those like beach party movies, like those teen beach party movies, in a small role. What was that? It's a Bikini World. She has a small role in that. Yeah.
Tags: American model, buxom bikini, voluptuous, born 4'9", chin, leggy, and curvaceous.
Okay.
Okay, I can see the chin.
I guess. Yeah.
Slowly. Edie Williams.
Yeah, Eddie Williams. Yeah. She was married to Russ for a while. Yeah. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were married.
Oh, there you go. If I scroll
it was married to Russ
down.
Meyer. Yeah.
Odds that Russ would marry someone with a conservative bust size. 5 years, bless him.
Yeah.
That's a good 5 years for him.
Right, yeah.
Although she looks like Natalie Portman's face in that black and white middle one.
Yeah.
Or should I say Natalie
apparently
Portman?
She was quite difficult to get along with. Yeah, they used to fight a lot. Yeah.
Mad in the head. Let's have a look. Gotta be careful. I don't know. Tribute video. That doesn't say. Oh, there you go. TV she's done. Beverly Hills Billies, Batman. Ooh. Sledgehammer she's in.
Oh wow. Okay.
See who she was in Sledgehammer later. Right. Anuska Hempel.
Yeah, who's that? I don't recognize.
I was going to ask you because some of these pictures look familiar.
I don't know who this is. Was she in? Maybe she's another one in
London.
Maybe she's in Beyond the Valley. I mean, there's like so many people in Beyond the Valley. TV.
His Majesty's Secret Service. Yeah, I thought she was in Howard. The
Black Snake. Oh, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Carry On films, which are the sex comedies.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes sense. I thought I recognized her.
Yeah.
Right, there she is. Oh, bloody hell. She's got back problems.
Yeah.
Candy samples.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of false advertising to say that she was ever in a Russ Meyer movie.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
technically, Fletch Gordon, of course, the classic. Phantasm.
Yeah, I don't remember her in Up really at all.
She could be maybe just in the background, couldn't she?
Yeah, maybe. And then in Beneath the Valley, the Ultra Vixens. I mean, I think there's one scene where it's like a wide shot, like she's super far away, like getting into a car or something, and then that's it, you know.
Cheating.
Yeah.
So another Myers. Cynthia Myers.
Cynthia Myers, yeah. From Beyond the Valley.
Playboys. Playmate of the month, December 68. 39 double D's, 24, 36. But the shoot horses down there.
Oh, that film is fantastic. Have you seen that?
I've always heard of it. I don't think I've ever watched it.
It's really good. Not that I know of, but there
must be another one.
It's really good though. Yeah.
Merv Griffin show. Excellent. Right. What about this one?
Yeah, she's in the opening scene of Motorcycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about it. I'm not going to pronounce the name because I butcher it. Oh, yep, there he is. Yes. Doesn't help.
Yeah, she's fills out a bikini very well. Yeah.
Made for her. And then here we go, Pandora Peaks. Oh yeah, that's
that movie is so horrible. Yeah.
So I watched one that came up in a list for his films. It's called Pervert from 2000 or something, but he had nothing to do with it. It's just style.
I don't know that one. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just like there's naked ladies and then crazy shit going on. But
okay.
Misled. But this is a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie sucks.
Fake enhanced. Yes. Like a Terminator.
Yeah. Extremely. Yeah. Put some
Do or
beach
Die.
balls under the skin. Yeah.
Andy Sedaris films, of course. Return of the Ultra Vixens, unrelated to.
Yeah, unrelated. Russ did not do
Meyer.
that.
I guess the copyright doesn't count.
Darlene Gray, she's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, she's in Mondo Topless, and she's the largest natural gal in a Russ Meyer film. Yeah.
Yes, she is. Yep. Luckily, it's black and white. There we go.
They are sights to behold. Yes.
Yes. Demi gets a mention. Striptease films. But so there was some weird shit in his trivia. Where is it? Yeah, the first time he visited a whorehouse, he was a soldier in World War II France, and he was taken there by Ernest Hemingway, allegedly.
Yeah, that's the myth. Yeah.
Come on, boy, I'm going to make you a man.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, John Waters, I saw an interview with him. He loves.
Yeah, he's a big Russ fan. Yeah.
I didn't see anything from John Landis, but yeah, I can see some of his stuff. Tarantino's got to be a fan because
Tarantino likes. Tarantino is a fan of Super Vixens. I know. In fact, he. There's just an interview with Tarantino relatively recently where he talked about Super Vixens. You can find it on YouTube.
Yes.
And also in Tarantino's book, Cinema Speculation. Did you read that? It came out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But he says in the book that he was, very tempted to write a chapter on Russ Meyer, but then decided against it at the last minute. So he's aware of his work and is a fan of it. And I think he even thanks Russ Meyer in the credits of Death Proof.
I was going to say, if any film is a Russ Meyer film, it's Death Proof, apart from
right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yes, his works were considered pornographic at the time, but they're very little in the actual penetration for the angles they use.
Right, yeah.
But you do see some men's willies, but they're usually fake.
Usually fake. Yeah.
But you see a lot of bush, but not much else in that area.
Not much else. No.
So I don't know if this famous for his fetish. He would often cast women in their first trimester of pregnancy. Is that?
Yeah, Lorna Maitland was pregnant when they filmed the film Lorna, which is why she has some beneficial swelling in that movie. Yeah, because the next movie they did, Mudhoney, she's in that one too, and she's not as engorged, let's say. Still excellent, but not oh my god, what the hell, where do those things come from? It's not like that. It's it's just good. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, considered his marriage with his third wife, Edie Williams, a huge mistake. He never married again after that.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean he wasn't a player.
No, you're definitely a player. Yeah.
Didn't do interviews much. I saw one interview with him in a 70s chat show, but I didn't see any others.
Yeah, he did some. He was interviewed by Jon Stewart on one of Jon Stewart's early shows.
Yeah, 90s, obviously.
Yeah.
I thought it was Dick Cavett, but that was something else I was watching earlier.
Yeah, he was never on Dick Cavett, unfortunately. That would have been fantastic. Yeah.
But I don't. There's not. Nickname is King Lear, but
right.
Yeah, although his films objectified women and displayed female sexuality and nudity, They felt a cult following amongst gay men, especially Faster Pussycat Kill and Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah.
I think we're at Jim. Now, is that which one is this one? Is this the one that's the most problematic of all?
With the Z-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Right.
let's
Yeah.
finish off with that one. Why not? You've come this far. So yes, John Lazar as Z-Man.
Yeah, John Lazar. Yeah.
Who? Well, if you want to explain the story to us, because I didn't know Harrison Page was in it. I wonder why there was an interview with him earlier.
Yeah, I mean, this movie is. I mean, it's to contradict like that quote of Russ you had in the intro. I think this movie didn't really age well, not because of the Z-Man stuff. It's just that this movie is like a satire of a kind of movie that doesn't really exist anymore. So it's hard to like connect with it. Because like back in like the 60s and whatever, there are like a lot of these movies of like people going to Hollywood to try to make it, like the, naive people trying to make it big in Hollywood movie, or like a band trying to make it in Hollywood or whatever. And then this movie is sort of poking fun at those movies, but nobody makes those movies anymore. Like, so
no.
It's hard to see some of the satirical points because not many people have seen, those kinds of movies. Like, I don't know, like Josie and the Pussycats or something like that.
Oh yeah. But
right. So the story is like it's like a girl band who go somewhere in search of a record deal, and they get involved in like the party life of like LA. That's the story. And then there's then there's like some murder and some crazy stuff and infidelity and immorality and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Stu Phillips sort of did the song. Spoilers for the ending.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
But
there's Eddie Williams right there.
Yeah. Of course, there's no nudity in these pictures, but yeah, the old following a map while they're driving somewhere.
Yeah.
Montage.
Yeah. There's
this gentleman.
There's Z-Man. Yeah.
Z-Man. I don't know if that's a German phrase. That is Z-Man. Or is he?
Or is he? Yes.
or is they? I don't know.
Spoilers.
He's the adverts. But yeah, there's nice sideburns.
Yeah,
I know like that. But yeah, it's an odd film to be sure, especially when
it's really strange. Yeah.
It's got like all these.
Yeah, I must say I don't really like it that much. A lot of people love it because it's so weird and kind of trashy. But yeah, it's not my favorite Russ Meyer.
It's an interesting look at the time.
Yeah.
If you want to see
what it's not the worst Russ Meyer film by any stretch. Yeah. That's Pandora's Peaks. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Everyone's going to watch that over all the others now. You say it's so bad, but it's not good. But yeah, won't spoil the ending too much. Look up at the bottom. And that wasn't a gold record, you say?
I don't know.
But yeah,
no idea.
It's a very odd film.
It's really odd, yeah.
It starts off odd and then just takes a turn at the end.
Yeah. It gets pretty wild, yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure has anyone actually seen it.
Yeah, unfortunately, like Russ wanted an R rating for the film. So at sort of like the last minute, he cut a bunch of like the sleazier stuff out of it.
I did notice it wasn't that sleazy.
Yeah, it's not that sleazy. But then, because of the violence at the end, the MPAA gave it an X rating anyway. And then it was too late to put all of that sleazy stuff back in. So that really sucks. Like, it could have been like probably a lot better if it had been like uncut and just be like, fine, it's X. It's like,
That's it.
Yeah, but yeah.
He does like streams and rivers a lot in his films. I noticed usually with naked people in them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, does a lot of nature stuff, and he loved the desert.
Yes,
he shot a lot in the desert. Yeah.
It does look lovely sometimes, but yeah. There's usually a naked woman on top of a stone mountain or something.
Right. No, he did that in some of them. Yeah. According to like the biography, like his friends like asked him like why he liked that and to shoot like in the desert and stuff. And he said, because you can die out there. So I guess he liked the contrast of like a dangerous barren like place with like, you know, these really sort of like you know, like, what's the word, like not sexy but like sexy, like sort of fertile women or whatever, like that plus like the death, like sex and death, that was like the combination.
Yeah, because you do not want to be stuck out in the desert.
No, that's super dangerous. Yeah.
Especially if you're in a bikini.
Right. Yeah.
And no water. But yeah, it is trying to be like the pop scene of the 60s and the weird people that were in LA at that time.
Yeah.
Which is
and apparently in one of these apparently in some of those party scenes, and one of those party scenes is Pam Grier.
Yes, she's credited. I didn't see her. I thought, hang on, I didn't see her.
Yeah, she had a line in it, but it was cut.
Typical.
So I think she still shows up in the credits, but I mean, I don't think she's noticeable in the movie anymore.
Ah, yes. No, I think this is another gentleman that has trouble with getting with attractive ladies.
Right.
Which
It's
caused.
He's a pretty decent actor, that guy. Yeah.
I must admit, none of the acting was terrible in the ones I saw. You don't think, oh my
God,
is she there for her tits?
Yeah. What's really impressive, I mean, that's one of the things I think is really impressive of Russ is he used amateurs, obviously, for their looks more than anything, because he had this sort of style he was going for. But he got good performances out of them, because some of them show up in other things, and then you can see their performances in other things like, oh my God, they're horrible. Like, because they just weren't with a director who could get them to do it the right way, you know? But Russ was good at getting, he got good performances out of amateurs, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Certainly was, I would say, oh my God, she step away from the mic. What is that?
Antonioni.
Like deserts and nakedness. Well done. I have been to the Australian outback. That is a barren place as well.
There's Charles Napier there.
Yeah, he was. Was he in Rambo Part 2 as well?
Might have been.
Else.
Yeah.
Oh no, the dilapidated Hollywood sign, isn't it? Copyrighted that.
No. Probably.
He used to use, if whoever did it up or bought it, copyrighted it. So if you use it in a film, you have to pay them. Yeah,
probably. I don't know how that works.
I think there's a slip there. Oh, bloody hell.
Maybe. Oh, yeah. I think that was Haji. Yeah.
It's on IMDb, so it's legit.
Right.
So, I think, yes, if you like your lovely ladies with big hair.
Yeah.
And all natural.
I mean, the movie is pretty. Yeah. And it's weird. So it's not like a waste of time. Yeah.
It's colorful. Also reminds me of what's the film where Western Clint goes to the big city to arrest someone, and it goes all psychedelic and weird, and the Coogan's Bluff.
I don't know.
I think it was.
a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. Yeah.
Reminds you. Just in time. I think we're done, unless Rob has anything more to say about Russ Meyer films.
I mean, I can talk about Russ all day.
What's a good introduction film then to someone that's never seen a Russ Meyer film then?
Yeah, I mean, he's got kind of like different styles that he did. If you just want like a pure exploitation film, then Super Vixens. I mean, it's super sexy. Like everyone in that movie is amazingly beautiful. And there's one scene of like just absolute horrific, like sadistic violence in it. So it delivers really well on what like exploitation fans will want. It's like so yeah, Super Vixens. That's a good one to start with for like a trashy exploitation film. If you want like to see kind of what like a trashy take on a more serious movie can look like, then Mudhoney or Motorcycle, I think, are good places to go. I'm a big fan of like the 60s. That's sometimes called Russ's Gothic period. It's Lorna, Mudhoney, Motorcycle, and Fashion Pussycat Kill Kill. Like those four like black and white movies, all made in like 3 years, like 64 to like 66 or something. Yeah, those are great. All four of those are fantastic. Yeah.
Because yeah, you got that box set.
Yeah.
But how many's in that one? It's not all of them, is it?
It's not all of them. Because it doesn't have the studio films, because he had the contract with Fox or whatever. So it doesn't have those. So it doesn't have Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, that stupid like courtroom drama that he did about the book being tried for obscenity. What was that called? 8 Minutes or something? That movie sucks. And it doesn't have Fanny Hill, the one he did in Germany. It doesn't have that one. And it's missing, I think it's missing one of the pseudo documentaries, like Europe in the Raw. I think I don't have that one. But so it doesn't have those four, but it's got everything else.
Okay.
So it's a good place to start. Actually, no, it's not a good place to start because this thing's been out of print for a while. I mean, I bought it when it came out, and it cost like I don't know, like 80, 90 euros or something when it came out. But now, if you go on Amazon you won't find it on Amazon. If you go on eBay today, it's like $300-400 for that thing. Like it's been out of print for a while. Yeah.
Ramon's got it too. Must have got in early.
But the good news is, recently, his films have started to be remastered and released by Severin on Blu-ray.
That's what the trailer.
They're starting to go through his catalog and put him out again. Yeah, because what happened is like when he died, nobody, like his estate went to like his nurse, and she just did not care like about this stuff like at all. And I think in the past couple of years, something has changed. And then now Severin has this deal. They have access to his stuff. So they're going to start putting it out again, which is great.
Cool.
Because, I mean, I don't know when this Arrow set came out, but this was it. Like this Arrow set, I mean, until last year, this was the only like physical stuff like that there was, on DVD. Yeah.
So yes, good evening, Robert. Faster, Pussycat Kill Kill, and Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, written by Ebert. His favorites. Yeah.
Right on.
Universal put out the Meyer films out in the early noughties. I did buy a few. Okay.
They did put out a few, yeah. I think, there's like a super rare, very expensive Blu-ray of Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. Like a single Blu-ray. That single Blu-ray goes for like $500 dollars. Like it's wild. Yeah. It's like very limited edition. Yeah, super rare stuff. Yeah.
Yes, Texas says so many people have claimed his movies are porn since the Severin releases. Okay, I'm like, nope. He was a great director and a great person. I met him at the Strand Theatre in San Francisco in '88. That's
cool. Yeah. No, they're not porn. In fact, Russ hated porn. Yeah, surprisingly enough. Yeah.
But yes, there is sex, but yeah, it's not porn, isn't it?
No, it's comedy. Like, it's not realistic. Like, yeah, I mean, the way that they bang and yell and hang on chandeliers and stuff. I mean, nothing about any sex scene in a Russ Meyer film approaches reality. Like, not even close. It's a cartoon. Yeah.
Yes. Very few men would be able to perform.
No, that's how you get. You get injured doing that shit.
Yeah, she'll break a bone or two.
Exactly. The most important bone.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. How much? Because he did editing, writing, cinematography, directing.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of his films.
He did everything. Yeah. Except the writing.
I guess it's whatever he's credited as. Producer, editor, actor in some. Something like what did he act?
Yeah. He shows up as cameos in most of them.
I didn't. Yeah, he's in Amazon Women on Moon. I guess I didn't recognize him when I saw that. His films aren't just smut. They do look like real films as well. Because
they're very well shot. He's an excellent editor, an excellent photographer. And what's really interesting is since he was doing it on his own, there's very little camera movement in his movies. So there's no like dollies, or there's even very few like pans or tilts or whatever. Like since it's just him and a tripod, he creates movement through like quick editing, which is kind of a cool style. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there he is. He's townspeople in Mudhoney, sheriff in Motor Psycho, and yeah.
And some of them he shows up as like a bar patron or a guy in the audience at the strip club, stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Location management, editor department, self. Let's have a look at that. Oh, yeah. The narrator of Pandora's Peaks, of course. Playboy's Voluptuous Vixens 2.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't seen that.
I guess he's just talking about the films. Oh, yeah, Eurotrash. See, that was a UK show. Which had two French people doing the introduction, and that showed just weird things happening across Europe at the time. Mm-hmm. All sex-related. It's like a man dressed as a penguin or naked maids and stuff like that. I guess
sounds like fun.
On that. It was a fun show. Friday night, late night Fridays. Jean-Paul Gaultier was the host. I think it was just for the first season.
Oh wow!
Which is weird. Jonathan Ross got to interview him. Conan O'Brien. There's the Incredible Strange Film show in '88. Platio. Of course, he's on Donahue. But there we go.
Yeah.
That is the career of Russ Myers.
Yeah.
The dubbing on Eurotrash makes it, yes. Okay. And I was lucky to find 3 Russ films on Dutch X Rentals, Up Super Vixens and Beneath the Valley of Ultra Vixens. Cost me next to nothing. Some guy had those in the attic. Asked €10. Oh,
nice.
Bargain.
Yeah. Every year my neighborhood has I don't know what you would call it, but like where lots of people like have yard sales and stuff. So you can just like walk around like, and then everyone's like selling their old stuff. And there's some freaky film fans in my neighborhood because I found some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, like last year I got a Blu-ray, the BFI copy of Salo for like €4. I was like, cool. Like, who the hell would buy this?
Yeah, that weirdo's buying stuff again.
Yeah. And then like the year before that, I found a copy of like the Peter Jackson's Meet the Feebles.
People are selling these. These are gold stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think so. The Salo was still sealed, so I think they never got around. They might have looked up like on IMDb.
Yeah, they probably thought, "Oh, that's a lovely gift." Nope.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh shit, I'm not gonna watch that." Yeah, yeah. So, but I watched it.
Nice.
It's not that bad, actually. So,
it's not that bad. Yeah, it's probably one of those that when people say it's all the stuff about these films are never as bad as what you're.
Yeah, I mean, it is gross, and I'm not the best person to like assess these things because I mean I've seen some crazy stuff, but yeah, it's a comedy. I think a lot of people don't recognize that it's a comedy. Yeah, and it is pretty funny. Yeah.
There you go. So we'll wrap this up. So thank you, Rob, for joining me again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I think Jay will be back next time when he's not busy for something else. We'll just find out what we're going to work on. I think Ramona thinks it's a masterpiece.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I like it too. Yeah.
Yes, put it on a children's party and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe not that. Maybe start them off with like a Serbian film or something light, you know.
Who the hell is that?
Is the director of Salo.
Oh.
Pasolini,
Did he have many films of that ilk?
I don't think he did much like Salo, but he was like he did a bunch of shorts and some other like stuff. I mean, he's like an experimental, like avant-garde kind of filmmaker. Yeah.
Hell no, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll think of something with boobs.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, there are some of those in Salo, but it's not a sexy movie.
Oh, okay.
No. Not really.
All right.
It's gross. Yeah.
The movies of Playboy, then. Right. Okay.
Right.
Ultra Vixens 1 and 2 and all the rest. Get studied.
Right. Something like that.
No worries. Too late. Yep.
Right. You can watch it on repeat.
Yeah. Watch it on the repeat. Thanks. So, yes, thanks, Texas. Nice to see you here.
Yeah.
And at least 10 movies of Pasolini. He also did the best film on Jesus.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's quite well regarded. Yeah.
It's Jesus Christ Superstar, is it? Oh,
yeah, exactly. Right. No, I don't remember the name. But yeah, on the that Salo Blu-ray that I got, there's like a documentary about his life and work, and they spent a lot of time talking about that Jesus picture. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Impossible. Always here for the art. There you go. Whatever that is. Thank you, Ramon. Yeah. What's yours?
I don't know. I don't speak Italian. I don't know. Second Matthew, the legendary Second Matthew.
Angels.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. We'll stick to German and English. All right, take care, man.
Exactly. Those I can do, yeah.